You ever notice that no matter how carefully you manage your money, it seems to buy less and less each year? You might not realize it, but if you're over 62, you are quietly losing wealth every single year. The cost of living keeps rising, your fixed income isn't stretching as far as it used to, and before you know it, your financial stability can start slipping away. But here's the good news, you're not powerless against it. In this video, we're diving into 7 clear reasons why older Americans are getting poorer every year, and more importantly, the solutions you need to turn things around. Whether it's understanding the hidden forces draining your finances, or learning the smart money moves that can keep you secure, each insight we discuss today is designed to help you protect your wealth and maintain your independence. Stay with me until the end, because you'll not only discover exactly why this is happening, but you'll also learn practical strategies that could help you hold on to more of your money, perhaps even grow it so you can enjoy the years ahead with confidence. If you've ever worried about running out of money in retirement, you won't want to miss this. Now, let's get started. Number 1, rising cost of living. One of the biggest reasons older Americans are losing money every year is something you feel in your everyday life: the rising cost of living. Groceries, gas, electricity, medical care, everything seems to be getting more expensive. Yet your income isn't necessarily increasing to keep up. This isn't just your imagination. Inflation gradually eats away at the purchasing power of your money, meaning the same dollar that used to buy a full cart of groceries now barely covers the essentials. You might recall a time when a gallon of milk cost less than $1, and filling up your gas tank didn't feel like an investment. But today, prices have climbed so much that even the most basic necessities take up a larger share of your budget. The problem is, while younger people can often offset inflation by earning higher wages or switching jobs for better pay, retirees and those on fixed incomes don't have that luxury. Even Social Security payments, which include annual cost of living adjustments, often fail to keep pace with real inflation. Many seniors find that even after these adjustments, their monthly checks still don't stretch as far as they used to. And if you rely on personal savings, the impact can be even greater, because the money you saved 20 or 30 years ago doesn't have the same value today. So what can you do about it? One of the smartest ways to combat rising costs is by prioritizing, spending on essentials and cutting back on non-essentials. This doesn't mean giving up the things you enjoy, but rather finding ways to save on everyday expenses. For example, taking advantage of senior discounts, shopping at cost-effective grocery stores, and using energy-saving techniques at home can make a meaningful difference. Additionally, if you haven't reviewed your expenses in a while, now might be a good time to analyze your budget and eliminate any unnecessary costs. Subscriptions, memberships, or services you no longer use could be draining money without you even realizing it. Beyond that, it's worth looking at ways to generate small amounts of additional income, whether that's through part-time work, renting out an extra room, or leveraging skills. You already have to do occasional freelance work. The goal is not just to manage the rising costs, but to ensure that your money lasts longer and works harder for you. The reality is you can't stop inflation, but you can take steps to make sure it doesn't control your financial future. Number 2, fixed income trap. One of the biggest financial struggles for older Americans is being caught in what's known as the fixed income trap. Unlike younger people who have the opportunity to increase their earnings over time through raises, promotions, or career changes, retirees often find themselves relying on Social Security, pensions, or savings, none of which grow fast enough to match rising expenses. At first glance, it may seem like Social Security provides a safety net, but the reality is, for most people, it was never designed to fully replace your working income. Instead, it's meant to supplement your retirement savings. Yet many seniors depend on it as their primary source of income, which makes the problem even worse. Cost of living adjustments do happen, but they don't always reflect the true impact of inflation, especially when it comes to essentials like healthcare and housing, which tend to rise faster than general inflation. If you receive a pension, you might think you're in a better position, but that's not always the case. Many pension plans don't offer cost of living increases at all, meaning that over time, what once felt like a comfortable retirement check starts to feel tighter and tighter. And if you're withdrawing from savings or investments, you face another issue: the risk of running out of money too soon. So what can you do? One of the most powerful solutions is to create additional sources of income, even if you're retired. Many seniors today are turning to low-stress, flexible ways to bring in extra money, whether that's consulting, part-time work, renting out an unused space, or even leveraging skills online to generate passive income. It's not about working full-time again. It's about having a financial buffer that gives you more control over your money. Another important step is maximizing your Social Security benefits. If you haven't started collecting yet, delaying your benefits past full retirement age can significantly increase your monthly payments, sometimes by as much as 8% per year. If you've already started collecting, you might still have options to boost your benefits, like spousal benefits or strategic claiming strategies. And finally, reassessing your investment strategy can help ensure that your money continues to work for you. Many people make the mistake of becoming too conservative with their investments in retirement, keeping too much cash or low-yield bonds that don't even keep up with inflation. While you don't want to take excessive risks, having a balanced portfolio that includes some growth-oriented assets can help your savings last longer and counteract the fixed income trap. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, medical expenses increase. As you get older, one expense tends to rise faster than almost anything else: healthcare costs. Even if you've always taken good care of yourself, medical bills have a way of creeping up, often in ways you didn't anticipate. Prescription medications, doctor visits, hospital stays, and out-of-pocket expenses can all add up quickly, making healthcare one of the biggest financial burdens for retirees. You might think Medicare covers everything, but the truth is, it doesn't. Many essential services such as dental, vision, and long-term care aren't fully covered, leaving seniors to pay out-of-pocket for critical treatments. And while supplemental insurance or Medicare Advantage plans can help, they often come with their own costs, deductibles, and limitations. One of the biggest surprises for many retirees is the skyrocketing cost of long-term care. Whether it's in-home assistance, assisted living, or nursing home care, the price of these services is staggering. Many people assume Medicaid will step in if they ever need long-term care, but qualifying for Medicaid often requires spending down most of your assets, leaving little financial security for your later years. Even if you're in good health now, medical inflation continues to outpace general inflation, meaning healthcare will only become more expensive as time goes on. And if an unexpected illness or injury arises, it can drain your savings much faster than you ever planned. So how can you protect yourself? One of the best steps you can take is planning ahead for medical expenses before they become overwhelming. If you're not yet enrolled in Medicare, understanding your coverage options early can help you make the best choices to minimize out-of-pocket costs. For those already on Medicare, reviewing your plan annually ensures you're not overpaying for services you don't need or missing out on better coverage. Another smart strategy is investing in a health savings account (HSA) before retirement. If you're still eligible, HSAs allow you to set aside tax-free money specifically for medical expenses, giving you a financial cushion when healthcare costs rise. If an HSA is no longer an option, having a dedicated emergency fund for medical bills can provide similar protection. And finally, taking proactive steps to maintain your health is one of the most effective ways to control long-term medical costs. Exercise, proper nutrition, regular checkups, and preventive care can help reduce the likelihood of expensive health issues down the road. Staying healthy isn't just about feeling good. It's one of the best financial decisions you can make. Now let's look at another financial drain that often goes unnoticed until it's too late. Number 4, tax burdens on seniors. Even in retirement, taxes don't stop. In fact, for many older Americans, taxes take a bigger bite out of their income than they expect. You may have spent decades working, paying into Social Security, and saving for retirement, only to find that once you start withdrawing money, the government still wants its share. If you're not careful, taxes can quietly erode your savings, leaving you with less to live on each year. One of the biggest surprises for many retirees is that Social Security benefits can be taxed. If your combined income, including Social Security, pensions, withdrawals from retirement accounts, and any other earnings exceeds certain thresholds, up to 85% of your Social Security benefits can be taxable. This can come as a shock, especially if you assume that once you retired, Social Security would be tax-free. Then there's the issue of required minimum distributions (RMDs). If you have a traditional IRA or 401k, you're required to start withdrawing money and paying taxes on it once you reach age 73. Many retirees don't realize that these mandatory withdrawals can push them into a higher tax bracket, increasing the amount they owe and reducing the lifespan of their savings. And let's not forget property taxes. Even if you've paid off your mortgage, the cost of simply owning your home can rise each year due to higher property taxes. This is especially difficult for retirees on a fixed income who may not have planned for those increases. So what can you do? One of the best ways to reduce your tax burden is to be strategic about when and how you withdraw money. If you have multiple income sources, working with a financial planner or tax professional can help you structure withdrawals in a way that minimizes taxable income and keeps you in a lower tax bracket. Another effective strategy is Roth conversions. Moving money from a traditional IRA or 401k into a Roth IRA can allow you to pay taxes now, while rates are lower, so you can enjoy tax-free withdrawals later. This approach isn't right for everyone, but for many retirees, it can mean keeping more of their money in the long run. If property taxes are a concern, check to see if your state offers senior tax exemptions, deferral programs, or other benefits that can help lower your annual costs. Many states have programs specifically designed to ease the tax burden on retirees, but you have to apply to take advantage of them. The key takeaway? Just because you're retired doesn't mean taxes disappear. But with smart planning, you can legally reduce how much you owe, leaving more money in your pocket each year. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5, erosion of savings and investments. One of the biggest financial risks seniors face is something that happens so gradually, you might not even notice it: the slow erosion of your savings and investments. You spent decades building up your retirement fund, carefully setting aside money for the future. But as the years go by, withdrawals, market downturns, and even inflation can chip away at your nest egg faster than you expected. Many retirees assume that if they saved enough before retirement, they'll be set for life. But here's the problem. Retirement today lasts much longer than it used to. It's not uncommon to live 20, 30, or even 40 years after you stop working. That means your savings needs to last for decades, not just a few years. If you're withdrawing money too quickly, or if your investments aren't growing enough to keep up with inflation, you could run out of money far sooner than you planned. Another issue is market volatility. If your investments took a hit during a stock market downturn, selling during a low point can lock in losses and make it even harder for your portfolio to recover. This is known as sequence of returns risk, meaning that if you experience major losses early in retirement, your savings might never fully bounce back. And with fewer opportunities to replace lost income, it can be devastating. Even low-risk investments can be a problem. Many seniors shift their money into low-yield bonds or savings accounts to avoid risk, but the downside is that these conservative investments may not even keep up with inflation. If your money is growing at a slower rate than the cost of living, you're still losing purchasing power every year. So what's the solution? First, it's critical to have a withdrawal strategy that balances income needs with long-term growth. One widely used approach is the 4% rule, withdrawing no more than 4% of your savings each year to make your money last longer. However, depending on your situation, a more flexible strategy, such as adjusting withdrawals based on market performance, might be even better. Another key step is keeping a portion of your portfolio invested in assets that have the potential to grow. While you don't want to take excessive risks, having some exposure to dividend-paying stocks, real estate, or other stable investments can help your money continue working for you even in retirement. If you haven't already, working with a financial professional to create a sustainable income plan can help ensure that your savings not only lasts, but continues to grow. And remember, avoiding panic during market downturns is just as important as making smart investment choices. Staying the course and making thoughtful decisions can help protect your financial future for the long run. Now let's talk about another financial mistake that often goes unnoticed, one that could be costing you thousands of dollars every year. Number 6, lack of passive income. One of the biggest financial challenges in retirement is that most of the income you once relied on disappears. When you were working, you had a steady paycheck coming in every month. But once you retire, that income stops, and if you don't have other sources of passive income, you're left drawing from savings, which can shrink faster than you expected. Relying solely on Social Security or a pension can be risky, especially as inflation eats away at their real value over time. If your expenses remain steady or worse, increase, but your income stays the same, it creates a slow but steady financial decline. This is why many retirees find themselves struggling years into retirement even if they started off feeling financially secure. So what's the solution? The key is creating multiple streams of passive income. Unlike a traditional job, passive income allows you to earn money without constantly working for it. This can include rental income, dividends from investments, royalties, or even small side businesses that don't require a lot of time or effort. One of the most reliable ways to generate passive income is through dividend-paying stocks. Unlike regular stocks that only grow in value when the market rises, dividend stocks pay you cash just for owning them. Many retirees use dividends as a way to generate steady income without having to sell off their investments. Another option is real estate income. If you own a rental property, even a small one, it can provide consistent cash flow each month. And if you don't want the hassle of managing tenants, real estate investment trusts or REITs allow you to invest in real estate and receive income without being a landlord. Some retirees also turn to low-maintenance online businesses, such as writing ebooks, selling digital products, or renting out storage space. These may not make you rich overnight, but they can provide a steady trickle of income that adds up over time. The goal isn't necessarily to replace your full-time income, but rather to create a safety net that keeps money coming in even when you're not actively working. The more passive income you have, the less you'll have to withdraw from your savings, which means your money lasts longer. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 7, the solution: smart financial adjustments. If you've made it this far, you now understand why so many people over 62 find themselves getting poorer each year. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be that way. There are smart financial adjustments you can make right now to protect your wealth, stretch your income, and even grow your financial security over time. The first step is optimizing your Social Security benefits. Many retirees claim Social Security as soon as they're eligible, but this can significantly reduce the amount they receive each month. If you haven't started collecting yet, delaying your benefits can increase your payments by up to 8% per year until age 70. Even if you've already started, there may be strategies, such as spousal benefits, that could help maximize your total income. Next, it's crucial to reduce unnecessary expenses. Take a close look at your budget and identify areas where you can cut back without sacrificing quality of life. This might mean refinancing debt, downsizing your home, switching to a more affordable insurance plan, or even eliminating subscriptions and memberships you don't use. Small savings add up quickly, and over time they can make a significant difference. Another powerful move is making sure your investments are working for you. While it's natural to become more conservative with your money in retirement, keeping too much cash in low-yield accounts can be just as risky as taking big investment risks. A balanced approach with a mix of income-generating assets like dividend stocks, real estate, or annuities can help ensure that your money continues to grow while still providing stability. If you haven't already, consider setting up passive income streams. Even small amounts of extra income can relieve financial pressure. Whether it's renting out an unused space, starting a small online business, or investing in income-producing assets, the key is creating a financial cushion that doesn't rely solely on your savings. Lastly, don't underestimate the power of working with a financial expert. Retirement planning isn't just about having enough money, it's about making sure that money lasts. A professional can help you create a strategy that minimizes taxes, protects against inflation, and ensures you're withdrawing funds in the most efficient way possible. The bottom line is this: you have more control over your financial future than you might think. By making smart adjustments now, you can keep more of your money, protect your lifestyle, and enjoy the years ahead with confidence. Final thoughts. We've covered a lot today: rising costs, fixed incomes, medical expenses, taxes, and the slow erosion of savings. If you've ever felt like your money isn't stretching as far as it used to, you're not alone. The financial challenges that come with aging are real, but so are the solutions. By taking control of your spending, maximizing your income, and making smart financial adjustments, you can protect yourself from getting poorer each year. The key takeaway here is this: you don't have to sit back and watch your financial security slip away. Small, intentional changes, whether it's delaying Social Security, finding new income streams, or adjusting your investment strategy, can make a huge difference over time. It's not too late to take action, and every step you take puts you in a stronger position for the future. So now I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 points stood out to you the most? Are there any changes you're thinking about making? Leave a comment below and let's continue the conversation. Your experiences and insights can help others who might be facing the same financial struggles. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.